If you grew up in a household and you were taught and being told that money is difficult, it's hard to come by, that there's not enough, that trains the nervous system and the subconscious to think that it is not safe to have and receive more. That was the learned, conditioned experience in childhood. If you were conditioned to believe those things, the subconscious has retained memory that money is not safe. I have great news for you though. This is fixable. Your subconscious is trainable. So when we do the reprogramming work and money then becomes something safe to receive, to have, to hold, to grow, to multiply, that is when these two parts of the mind are in coherence with each other, and that equals you getting what you want. Hence, more money. If you can understand, your mind is a program. The same way we have computer programmers that literally write code for our computers, you can learn the code and program your mind for everything that you want. Isn't that the best news you've heard all day? Stay with me. Thoughts that were shared, experiences that you had, what you were told, what you saw, what you witnessed, all of that is a mesh of your money story that happened before you probably even have any memories and got programmed into your subconscious. For most of us, especially women, what we were programmed with was the idea that money is not safe. Your conscious mind wants money because your conscious mind holds your logic, your willpower, your goals. You know who runs the show? This guy. So even though you may want money with your conscious mind, if it's not aligned here, if these two are not in congruence, are not in coherence, money's not happening because money has been deemed unsafe based on your original programming. If money was never considered safe in your household, your subconscious mind is literally gonna protect you by repelling it, by keeping it away, by pushing it away from you. There's an internal conflict. You want more money with your conscious mind, but your subconscious has deemed money as unsafe. And because this is the primary operating system of you as a human being, it's not happening until you get these two aligned with each other, which is what I'm about to teach you. First, we need to talk about the 4 hidden subconscious blocks keeping women broke. The first one is that women hold a lot of shame about wanting more. If we want more, we're perceived as greedy. We're taught to be grateful for what we have and nothing more. So we can internalize guilt and shame around having ambition, having desire for wanting big lives and luxurious living. There's also the idea around if I have more, people will have less. And all of that is lies. They're lies that were taught to us from other people. And what I really want you to know is everything within you is changeable. And so much of the thoughts that you have and the beliefs that you have, you didn't originate. They aren't yours and they're not helpful. So stick with me. This video and every video I publish ever is about empowering you to recode yourself. You are a computer system. Learn the coding, learn the system, and you can have the most beautiful, delicious life you have ever dreamed of. It's possible. So we want to heal any shame around your desire for wanting more or that it will take away from others by you having more. Next hidden block is the fear of receiving. Women traditionally are conditioned to give, not receive. We also could subconsciously equate receiving to debt, obligation, responsibility, even danger. And don't even get me started on worthiness. Every client I've ever worked with ever has had worthiness issues. There's this self-worth issue and then the undeservingness or the unworthiness of receiving. We're up against our desire to want more. We've got shame around just us being women who want more. Then you take it a step further and we have this shame around our inability to receive the greatness and abundance that we want. Can you see how we're up against such an internal conflict in the mind and then also in our emotions, these hidden subconscious blocks? Thank God you are here because we are going to heal all of this. And if you want to take this work deeper, book a private session with me below. You can even see if this exists in your life. Ask yourself, how good are you at receiving compliments? How good are you at asking and receiving help? Or is that I can do it myself kind of attitude? Watch for this in your life and see if you can start to begin to open up to receive like on smaller scales. Can you receive support? Can you receive help? Can you receive compliments? Just notice your relationship with receiving and any kind of shame or stigma around it. And as you start to heal that, you will begin to open yourself up to receive more. And then when When we partner that with the reprogramming work, you are literally opening up the pathways for you to receive the wealth and abundance that you desire. Our third block is the subconscious identity programming. Again, if we look at the mind, our identity is what we believe. Who we think and believe we are is what we attract, is what we create. If your core identity is a woman who struggles, if she has a tricky relationship with money, if she's a single mom, like look at what is your core identity. Who do you believe that you are? Are you a woman who has trouble making it? Are you a woman who only barely makes enough? Your subconscious will always match and magnetize and create what you believe that you are. So as we do this work together, we are literally creating a new identity. A woman who is open to receive. A woman who has healed her shame around wanting more, deserving more, being worthy of more. And as we do that work here, this transforms and will allow more wealth and money to come in. Do you see how the two are connected? Last one, fear of judgment and visibility. For many of us, being wealthy equals being seen, and we're scared AF of being seen. So these subconscious fears can look like, will people think I'm fake? Will people leave me? Will they ask me for money? Will they think I'm too much? So most women sabotage by staying relatable and staying small, because that's the safety zone. That's what's normal and familiar. If I don't come out of my safety zone, people can't see me, people can't attack me, people can't judge me, but you are not gonna create anything great inside your comfort zone. And you were not put here to stay safe and in your comfort zone. You were made for greatness, you were made for abundance, you were made to make so much money and wealth and success and opportunities. You were put here to make the world amazing. Like, we need you. We need your magic, we need your gifts. So you are getting out of your comfort zone, my friend, and I'm gonna show you how we rewire the mind to attract more. The first thing that must happen is we need to create safety in the nervous system. We have to change this, money equals unsafe, to money equals safe. We want them to be one and the same. Money is safe here. I am safe receiving. I am a woman who receives. I am a woman of influence and affluence and wealth. So in order to rewire, we need repetition, feeling, and believability. Now we can use affirmations because affirmations are really potent. However, we have to match the affirmation with embodiment. If you're not feeling the affirmation, it's useless. So if we position you to say, I am safe being seen, we want to partner that with the feeling of safety being seen. So you want to imagine or visualize yourself being seen by friends, family, strangers, in the movies, on a stage, however your mind interprets it. We want to match the mental picture with the thoughts, with the words, with the feelings of being seen and feeling safe. Again, we want to do that with wealth. It is safe for me to be wealthy. So the mental image, because we think in pictures, you guys, mental image, what does you being wealthy look like? So take a snapshot of your wealthy lifestyle, imprint that mental picture, say the words, think the thoughts. It is safe for me to be wealthy, and then feel safety in your wealth. We want to attach safety and wealth together. We want to bring coherence, because right now your subconscious thinks money is danger, affluence is danger, and that's the pattern that we are breaking. We want to partner the safety with identity work, and these need to be done daily, not once in a while, not once a week. If you are serious about changing this pattern and becoming a woman who creates wealth for herself, this must be done repeatedly every single day. We not only want to get into the thoughts about how does she think, how does she act, how does she behave, we want to get the clarity around who is she, because your whole life you haven't been her. We're tapping into a new version. She's always been there, she's just not been activated. So if you can imagine, we're drawing out those parts, we're getting curious, we're in the discovery mode. What does she think? How does she act? How does she treat people? How does she dress? So we're gonna get really curious around who she is. But she's you. She's you just sleeping. If you can imagine, like Sleeping Beauty, like she's been there. She's just been waiting for you to wake her up. And right now, we are shaking her. We are waking her up. We are activating her. Like, hey, get up, wake up. I need you. We're gonna go play. We have a life to live and it's gonna be amazing. We wanna get clarity around who she is. And this is key. You have to partner it with the second piece, because this is where so many people people, they do the first part of the assignment and it stops and their life doesn't get better and they wonder why. You have to partner, you have to bring that clarity to life. When you discover how she thinks, what she does, how she acts, how she dresses, you have to bring it to life or it just stays. It just stays in the conscious mind and nothing changes. We are in the era and the stage where this becomes your best life. This is the best season of your life. This is where you take all of the knowledge, all of the video and the courses and the coaches and everything you've been studying and you apply it. And this is the year that your life changes. So the embodiment piece, bringing her to life when you're brushing your teeth, when you're brushing your hair, when you're walking, when you're getting yourself ready, when you're driving in your car, like activate her, bring her alive. And that is how you recode and you tell yourself, not only is money safe here, it is welcome here. It is who I am. It is what I am made for. It is my true calling and purpose. I am a wealthy soul because I am made from God, from the universe. I am put here for divine greatness. Of course, my destiny is meant to be wealthy and abundance and successful and overflow. It is my divine birthright. Do you see what you are here for and what you come from? All it takes is just a little reprogramming and I got you, girl. And the last one is we really need to heal the feminine wound around money. Wealth is simply receiving. Practice asking for help. Practice receiving pleasure. Practice raising your prices. Your magnetism doesn't come from doing more. It comes from being more. It comes from being in your power. And when you do all this work that I just taught you, you are going to be so freaking magnetic and it's going to blow your mind. And everyone that knows you is going to ask you, oh my God, what did you do? You're glowing. And I want to reiterate this because I felt like such a failure for so long because I couldn't figure out. I desperately wanted to be a wealthy woman, to live in overflow, to know what it felt like to be cared for and supported and not panicky and worry about bills and how I'm going to support and take my family on vacation. And living in lack and scarcity is an absolute nightmare. I've studied wealth for many years. I've trained with multimillionaires. I've been in coaching programs, high-level mentorship, like all of it in an attempt to figure out like, what was I missing? Why wasn't this working? And I want you to know that you're not a failure. There's nothing wrong with you. It's simply a coding issue. And when I finally figured that out, I was able to really forgive myself and everything changed. You don't need to hustle harder. You just simply have to go into your mind, disconnect a few things, reconnect a few things, get your two minds into coherence because your natural state is one of receiving, is one of wealth, is one of abundance. Like that's who you are naturally. It's only through life experience and conditioning and programming that we got off course over here in the dirt. But I am here to bring you back into your natural alignment of success and wealth and abundance and overflow because that is who you are. If you want to take any of this work deeper, I would be beyond honored to work with you privately. You can book me below. I love you. I love you. I love you. Nothing is wrong with you. It's a coding issue and I got you.